Okay, so for text structure, we started today talking about description and sequence. And sequence, I think, is probably, if you have trouble with any of them, this would be the one that's a little bit more confusing. So sequence, well, it's the same as like the order of events. You'll find that in things like recipes or like the science experiment steps, directions to a place, or directions on how to do something, or like your to-do list. It's things that have to be done in order. For example, you might describe how to make a sandwich using your sequence or order of events. You would start out by saying first, and these are your clue words: first, second, next, finally, afterwards, then. All of those are telling you it has to be done in an order. So you might say, first, take out the peanut butter and jelly and your bread. Next, smear peanut butter on one slice of bread, then put jelly on the other slice. Afterwards, put the two slices of bread together, and finally, devour that sandwich. That has to be done in order. Um, you wouldn't say how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Do the following. Eat the sandwich. Take the peanut butter and jelly out next. Next, put the bread together. And finally, put the jelly on one slice. That makes no sense. It has to be in a certain order. So let's look at this really quickly. Here's a paragraph. It says, in the spring, toads lay their eggs in ponds, lakes, and puddles. Then, tiny tadpoles come out of the eggs. The tadpoles live in the water for several weeks. Next, the tadpoles start to develop back legs and then front legs. Finally, the tadpoles lose their tails. They are ready to come out of the water as tiny, tiny toads. So here are my clue words that this is sequence. Then, next, then, finally. Those are telling me that this has to happen in order. What happened first? The toads lay their eggs in their ponds. What happened second? Tiny tadpoles come out of the eggs. You can go on down. What is the last thing? The tadpoles lose their tails and they come out of the water. Those are in order. The other thing is description. And description is just simply describing something. Description is just that. For example, if I were talking about a cupcake, I might say the yummy chocolate, chocolate cupcake with cherry frosting was delicious. Well, what is this whole sentence about? It is about this cupcake. Do we know anything more about the cupcake than it's just a cupcake? Yes. We know that it's yummy, we know that it is chocolate, and we know that it has cherry frosting. So in one sentence, we have described or given a description of a cupcake. Here's a paragraph. The playground at Northside Park is built for fun. There are plenty of ways to get to the top: a ladder, a stairway, and even a rock wall. Once at the top, kids can find plenty of things to play with, like a curved tube, two different steering wheels, and even a tic-tac-toe board. And two curved sliding boards make the perfect way to return to the ground. This isn't telling us how to do anything. It's not describing a problem. All it's doing is describing the playground at the North Side Park. Um, and that's all it is to it. It gives us all of these details to support this one topic sentence, and it is all describing the playground. I hope this helps. Keep up the great work. Talk soon.